hard groove because you don't get a whole lot of side-by-side racing. You don't have a lot of people mixing it up, as you say. Yeah, let's see if we have anybody from currently last week.
2 laps to go, and I think we just came across the 1 to go.
If that is the case.
4-Leaf Clover second, Sniper third, Spark It Up fourth. Trigger looks like he ran away with this thing. Looks like he got fast high ride tonight.
Yeah, that car actually looks pretty fast. I don't really know where your grid order is and where they're running right now, but try to just follow up on that. We'll see what the times show.
I don't know what the order is for the next race, but I know Collins, Colt, Concrete, I believe, is in the next one, and Trigger. No, Trigger was in this one. There's one more that's anonymous. I'm just gonna say anonymous. We'll figure it out in this next.
Yeah, World Outlaws don't do us a whole lot of favors as far as giving us a grid out there, so we're gonna have to
shout out to Trigger for winning Heat 1 there. He looked very fast, and he laid down a fast time of 13.195.
Dang.
2/10 on the field. Maybe he'll find something when they're all grouped back together.
Maybe. If I'm going to need another invite whenever we get a chance. Whenever they decide to get back going. Yeah, this dirt series is definitely going to be throwing a lot of these drivers to the loop. It's a lot different than asphalt. Asphalt, you can kind of judge and read what the ground's going to do. Dirt racing, you have no idea where that groove's at, and you're always going to be chasing it.
Oh yeah, for sure. And by that first heat right there, man, it might be racy. I don't know. We got the field separated right now. And the next, the main will have everyone together, but I just can't get over that F5 running away like that. Are we gonna have another pull away victory, another domination, all 40, just like MMR did last week?
I'm telling you, I really believe he'll be strong 100%. I don't see him laying down now after getting that win last week. I think that's just going to pull all the momentum in his direction. So I've seen a lot of people go from 0 to 0, but I think he'll have a chance here waiting and going. We just got to see how qualifying shakes out.
All right, we're about to get Heat 2 underway here shortly. We should be getting our invites and have another 12-lap shootout with 4 cars on the track. I know it's limited numbers this week, but I'm telling you, once we get to this feature, I got a feeling it's going to be a good one.
Yeah, man, I really enjoy what's about to take place here. We're going to go ahead and take a moment, and while we got this pause here, to talk about Talladega coming up on Sunday, man. You excited for it?
Oh yeah, man! I got all kinds of emotions leading into this, especially being the owner. We got tons. We have tons of new guys. You know what I'm saying? We're going to a plate track where you're expecting 2-3 wide action. I'm nervous, but at the same time, I'm excited. We had the duels. Was caution free. I think it's going to be heart pounding. It's going to be good to watch.
Yeah, talk about your duel a little bit, man, because you were out there in the action before you got up in the booth. Tell me how your lead. Tell me exactly how your duel. Yes.
Very aggressive. Everyone, which I like. I like the aggressive. Everyone was clean and aggressive at the same time. We're making good, bold moves. We're 3 wide. The second one was a lot more calm. You saw the snake. You saw the bottom line. It was a big old snake or worm, whatever you want to call it. That whole duel, pretty much. But here we go. Heat number 2 is underway, and we got Colt leading the field, followed by Gorilla in second.
Loading in right now.
Concrete's third and Collins is fourth. We got two 420s on the track this week, but that's okay because their paint schemes are prominently different. That's okay with me.
Yeah, I'm trying to pick on who's here up front. Who's in that number 32?
That is Gorilla. Gorilla is in the 32, and he's starting to take off. Is he going to be a threat this week? He finished second last week to MMR, and you know he closed in on him when they caught lap traffic, and MMR was able to pull away a little bit there at the end. Is it his night?
We don't know just quite yet. He looks like he's got it stretched out further than what the rest of them had in that last heat. Looks like is that number 62 back there trying to fight for second and third right there, it looks like.
No, that is Colt. Colt is new this week. He didn't make it last week. He made it home in time this week, and he wanted to give it a go. He loves the late models, and he ain't doing too bad. He's sitting there running third, battling with the guy in second. I believe that's Concrete.
Well, you definitely got a guy right there that's not afraid to throw it into the corner, and that's what you're going to have as an aggressive driver to run these kind of races. It looks like he's got a good battle here for second with that orange machine on the outside.
And I was able to go on board with Concrete in second place, watching this battle starting to brew. We got about 9 to go, maybe 8. I wish I had a lap tracker.
Yeah, 420 looked like he got just a little too free on that last coming off the corner there, and it's allowing Colt to reel him right on in.
And yes, indeed. And lap track really don't matter for this race as Vanilla Gorilla is gone. He is checked out just like the F5 did in Heat 1. It looks like it's going to come down to a battle between Trigger and Vanilla Gorilla tonight. They
looks like about a 4-second
fast
lead on the second place right there. That's about the only battle that we're possibly going to see on the racetrack. Looks like they got spread out pretty good. And this is going to be the calm heat, I think, because there ain't that many cars in it. We see only about, I believe, 5 in the whole thing. So,
Collins around in the corner.
Somebody dead last was smiling completely back there. And it looks like the heat is officially over.
He brought it back around, and yes, I believe that was, I
think the 32 is your race winner. Vanilla Gorilla in that 32 looks like he went ahead and took it straight to the front. He's going to have a great starting position in this feature race coming up very shortly.
Yeah, I believe right now the fastest 3 cars on the track is going to be Trigger, Vanilla, and Sniper.
I think that 32 is going to have the advantage tonight because I didn't see nobody jump out. Granted, the race cars were a little bit more packed than in the first heat, had a little bit more in there, but I didn't see nobody jump out kind of a lead like that with the 32 hit. Well, this is going to be some exciting action for tonight's race. Go ahead and jump out here in just a minute.
Now he's starting on pole. All he has to do now is put the pedal to the floor. Don't mess up. Just run your line, and he leads all 40 like MMR did last week.
Yeah, I think as long as he takes care of business like he did last week or last heat, and didn't let nobody really get up on his back end, as long as he checks out like he did before, he'll be just fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, I believe all in all he had close to about 4-second lead on second place there. How many cars in all is supposed to be here?
We have 8 tonight. We were supposed to have our normal 12, but a couple guys are NASCAR seekers and like to watch NASCAR, so they watched the Clash tonight.
Well, they should be coming around shortly then, because I seen Clash ended about 20 minutes ago. So maybe if we get lucky. But most of them's already ran the heat, so they would start their last anyway.
Yeah, it's
if they're allowed to run.
It's go time. I don't think they're waiting on anybody. I think we're about to rock and roll with the 8. I think we're in for a good little treat.
Yeah, I don't think there's gonna be that traffic.
I don't think Vanilla's gonna dominate. I believe he might win this thing, but Trigger I think has something for him.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of cars that were just filling out what they had and seeing what the pace was, and now they know exactly what they got to go attack and do. So they cannot let that 32 get away like they did in that heat.
Oh yeah, for sure. And I don't know if Sniper will. Sniper's yet to perform like I've seen him perform. Sniper's a really fast guy on dirt. I haven't picked him for a win yet, but I have a feeling here soon, once he gets his rhythm, we're going to be picking him a lot.
Yeah, but you know how it is, man. You get people that specialize in this, and this is all they do, versus running the Cup Series like he does. There's a big difference in a dirt racer and an asphalt driver. Both two totally different concepts of driving. So I'm not saying he won't be one to be a contender with, because anywhere you go, Sniper gets behind the wheel of something, he's going to be fast. But I think you're going to have a lot of people that's used to this and knows what they're doing versus people who are inexperienced.
Yeah, that's for sure.
It's definitely a different spot that I've seen him in. Excuse me. I'm going to take a short, small break. I'll be right back.
Alright, the lobby I believe is set, and we are ready to rock and roll. We got our invites, and we're just waiting to join now. This 40-lap feature, it's going to go by quick, in a blink of an eye. It's going to be awesome, though.
How many laps and all you said again?
40.
40, okay.
And it's going to go by quick. 13 seconds. It's going to be like the Clash tonight. 15 minutes, we're done.
As soon as he tells us, let me know. But yeah, I think it's going to be a lot of what last week was with Talladega, I believe, with them Cup Series drivers. I think we're going to have a hell of a show, and I can't wait. And as we're coming into Texas, this is going to be incredible. Got 8 great drivers fighting these high horsepower late models around here at Texas Motor Speedway.
And here we go, ladies and gentlemen, 40 laps. The banking is mid. I'm going to say the banking is around the 18 degrees here at Texas Motor Speedway. It's not the steepest around, but
it's
steep
not
enough to make this car work.
It's a 4/10
of a mile. Yes, sir. Here we go.
And as we like to say, they dropped the American ethanol green flag. Here to go. That 32's out front early like we were suggesting, and it looks like that number 5 is going to be bringing in, reeling him right in right off the bat, followed by the 420 that finally got her his position there in second.
Yeah, and I figured Concrete would be strong. I knew Vanilla ran away there, but I wanted to see how they matched up with Vanilla because we knew Vanilla was fast going into this thing
Here
after
comes
last
that
week.
5, throwing a slider on the inside. Challenge him there for second spot, allowing the 32 just to go ahead and squeak away here, side by side, going off into turn number 3.
And Trigger gets the position there, but Concrete is not done yet. He's still on the high side, making it work.
As we come
for
across
now,
the strike.
Stays in third.
Yeah, that 5, he just had to get a little bit of a groove in there, and it looks like the race is on for third back there with the 420. Looks like he's got his hands full.
Four-leaf Grover has came into the mix now, and trying to make a move on Concrete there for third. He's on the inside of Concrete now, going off into 3.
Slight contact. Coming off the corner, here they are, rubbing door handle to door handle, as they say, off into turn number 1, side by side. 57 has got a slight advantage coming up off the corner as they pilot off back into turn number 3.
Coming out of 4 there and across the finish line, Four-leaf Grover has the advantage, and he is now pulling away as now it looks like Spark It Up is trying to make a move on Concrete, and I believe this is for 5th now.
Yeah, battle up front is heating up. That number 5 is ever so close and on the number 32 and not allowing him to get away like we thought he would. He's jumped out to a healthy, decent lead, but I think he's going to cut it down to about a half second on his back bumper.
And I don't know if you noticed, but that F5 is making that bottom work. He is, like you said, he is closing lap after lap. He is getting bigger and bigger in that 32's mirror. I'm sure he sees it.
As long as that 32 don't get routed by a company, he's going to be just fine. And it looks like that number 5 is willing and dealing his way right up there close to him, coming after time number 2, I believe it is.
Here we go, coming off into 3. F5 is there. Trigger
the 32
is
slid just a bit, and the 5 closed up on him. This is where pressure meets up. This is what I was talking about too. Get that guy in your mirror, you get distracted and you start making mistakes. This is not the time to be making mistakes.
As we go on board with F5 here, I'm going to see his moves and see what he's doing to close in on this 32 car.
And it looks like right now we have a 2-man show for the lead. Here that 5 will not be denied, and near with that 32C. Coming off the corner, underneath the strike this time again. A slight advantage to the 5. Looks like he's going to be able to get close to alongside of him as he taps the wall on the outside.
And there he goes. He makes his move in 3. Coming out of 4, he got the lead coming to the line. What a move.
Lead change. The 5 said, don't forget about me. You ain't won the trophy yet, buddy. Best believe. As he comes up to the front. And the 32 is just trying everything he can to stay with him.
I think them 32's tires just heated up, and he's gotta settle down and let them tires cool back off. He ain't fading though. He's still there. I think this is gonna be a battle.
I think he just needs to calm down too good. He's seen that 5 car and now he's starting to panic. This is not the time to panic. But as the laps are clicking off early, I bet it's probably close to about 10 to go. If it is in the closing laps, that 5 is made the move at the right time, and we'll see if that 32 can close in on him as we're coming into the closing laps.
Coming right here, we are halfway through this race. 20 to go. 20 to go.
Well, just halfway, yeah. I'd say we have a 2-man show right now, but third place looks like he's starting to come into the picture a little bit, as
yes,
he's about 3 seconds.
That is the 55 of Sniper, and now the F5 is dealing with a little bit of traffic with C23 of Collins. He got around him pretty easy, and now Vanilla's next up. Let's see how Vanilla does with a lot of traffic.
Yeah, it looks like he's taking his line up there too, so that ain't going to be easy for him in second place.
Off into the wall again, Vanilla Gorilla, off into the wall.
He's pushing that late model for all it's worth. He knows what's coming out of his windshield is that number 5, and it's starting to get smaller. When that happens, you know good and well that you have a good chance that you ain't going to catch him back.
that F5. He is still dealing with traffic. He is now on Colt. And Colt, he is hard to pass. Asphalt, dirt, whatever it is. And the F5 gets a little loose there trying to make the pass. He hits the wall.
Yeah, that 420 machine of Colt, he is not going to give it up early to be a lap down. He don't take kindly to being put down a lap, and looks like the 5 finally gets away from him a bit as Colt makes slight contact with the number 5. That 420 machine is giving him all he wants for the lead up there for staying on the lead lap.
Yes, he is trying. You never know if there's going to be a caution in this event, so you have to race as hard as you can for any position, even if you're going a lap down.
That's a fact. But all that's done is around for Nilla up there and outside to continually go to work and try to run down the F5 of him. We'll see if Colt can do what he did before and pull him back up. That was the only chance that the 32 had of possibly closing the gap. And I would imagine we are close to 10 to go.
On board with this F5, he is all the way out of the throttle and turns. He has beautiful throttle control of his car. I see why he is pulling away from this field now. He's got a rocket.
Yeah, it's not always hauling butt and almost smacking the fence. It's all, most of the time it's about being smooth and knowing when to press the gas and when not to.
And I'm really shocked. I thought the car to beat tonight was going to be rim riding, and you see the F5, he is down on the bottom. He is bottom feeding. He's been bottom feeding this whole race.
Well, you called it earlier. That 32 was fast in his heat, and we thought he was going to take the show, and you said Trigger was going to be up for the challenge, and rightfully so. He's up there leading about a second and a half lead on second place.
And as we come to the line, we have 6 to go.
Just 6 laps, now 5 remaining looks like. As they come through the stripe. Looks like they're just pretty much spread out now. I think that 5, as long as he don't do anything mischievous and don't get up against that wall, he'll be just fine.
Yeah, I agree, and he's dealing with a lot of traffic now. He struggled with the last car, and it looks like the 87 is going to be respectful here. And well, I say that, and he comes back under him trying to do with the crossover.
Like you said, you never know whenever a caution is going to come out. You just don't want to be the caution. That's the only problem.
He's racing them tight right now, going off in the 3, coming out of 4. He's clear now. He's good.
Right you are, with just probably a remaining of 3 laps remaining. These guys are not wanting to go a lap down. And it looks like his next contender is going to be that 420 machine up there. If he can get around him with just 2 laps remaining. Looks like white flag will be out this time by coming around. As he hails it off into turn number 4 coming out. Across the stripe, it'll be white flag this time. Actually, that was a checker.
That looks like that was it. Trigger is your race 2 winner here at Texas. Vanilla second again. Man, that has sucked. And Sniper, he should have finished 3rd last week. He lagged out and he redeemed himself and got himself a 3rd place finish this week.
That's gonna do him well in points.
I believe 4th was Concrete, 5th was the 87. Trying to get the name now.
Spark It Up.
Spark It Up, and after that was 4-Leaf Grover, followed by Colt, and in 8th place was Collins. Collins had a rough few nights, which is okay. He's used to the micros and sprints. He don't really run late models that much, so these guys that are in here, they like racing late models. They love the late models. And with your fast time on the night with a few bonus points is Vanilla Gorilla with a 13.201. Congratulations on them few bonus points.
solid run for him. 2 back-to-back second-place finishes. Bridesmaid once again, but the thing about it is I'm pretty sure that's going to put him first in points.
Yes, sir. That's what I was about to say. With MMR missing tonight's event, we have a new points leader going into next week, 100% for sure. And right on his tail is Trigger, because Trigger finished 4th last week, so he is right there on him with that win right there. It's going to be a tight battle this season in points. I see every week. I'm starting to see. Now Vanilla's been the most consistent, but we have different drivers stepping up these last 2 weeks in the races. I can't wait for next week. Sniper, what's next week?
Cedar Lake.
Ooh, that's gonna be a good track. Oh, nice and sideways. That's gonna be a real good show.
Right you are, and can't wait to see what all these awesome drivers got. We had an incredible show tonight. We thought the leader was going to walk off and leave it, and thought better of it as we got to the remaining laps.
Yeah, with about 30 to go, Trigger said not so fast on Vanilla and passed him, and from there, he didn't give up the lead. I believe Trigger led 28 laps.
No, the 32.
Oh no, Vanilla did have a lot.
Vanilla led about 10 to 12, and Trigger
about
got on
even.
up there and.
Because you said halfway, and as soon as halfway came, that's about the time the 5 took it.
Oh, yeah, those guys were definitely bound for good. There's P2. There's the Vanilla Gorilla.
Well, Vanilla, tell us about your bridesmaid finish again, pal. Second place once again, but looks like you're possibly going to be the new points leader with MMR not showing up tonight. So tell us about your night and how you got it done once again.
First 10, 15 laps, and Trigger finally caught back up, got around me, and I tried to change my lineup to stay with him, kept getting in the wall, pulled away from him.
Yeah, we were watching so very closely, intensely, because we knew you had a fast car in the heats, and you showed it pretty early there, because you walked out about a 4-second lead on him then. The feature we thought was going to be the same, but looked like as soon as he got up near you, you kind of riled you a little bit.
Yeah, it rattled me. I tried to change it up, stay with him. I was running more of a consistent line than a fast line. Whenever he got around me, I tried to go back to the fast line and kept getting in the wall.
Too good?
He pretty much answered my question there. I was going to ask if them tires were hot or what, because I noticed you started making contact with the wall. I don't know if the car just all of a sudden snapped loose on you or what.
Nah, just trying to run too hard, really, instead of staying consistent. Consistency is what wins. It's not always about being the fastest.
Oh, I hear you, but hey, so far in these 2 races, you have been the most consistent driver.
Yeah, I mean, that's my main thing, is staying consistent. I may not always run fast laps, but I'll definitely make you push to outrun me.
Hey, just like in NASCAR, man, you keep knocking off them seconds, you're eventually gonna get the first. You're eventually gonna win.
Right, you are. You know, circumstances dictate the outcome every time, and every time you're knocking on that door, eventually you're going to break it wide open and eventually get you that win. Well, congratulations on your second place finish there, Vanilla. Thank you so much, man.
Appreciate it.
Well, let's see. Who was third? I been Sniper. Hi, Sniper. So, what are you doing out of your element, man? Usually you're up towards the front. What happened to you?
Oh, no, man. Just had a little hiccup during the heat. I mean, started 5th and had a little bobble with some other drivers and dropped me back to, I think I ended up going back to like 7th or something, and But nah, it was fun. Got to drive my way back up to third. So I mean, Kev had a third place finish last week, and I ended up lagging out. So being able to finish third tonight felt good.
Right, you are, Ben. I imagine that's a pretty big bounce back. You gonna get that win here in a couple of weeks?
Man, it's gonna be tough. We got a lot of fast guys here, and especially I believe we just added another really fast guy that will be possibly making his debut next week. So hopefully Cummins will be able to return. He wasn't able to make it tonight, but man, we got a lot of fast guys over here. You can't look at that schedule and say, "Oh man, I'm going to win that race," because you're going to have one guy that's just as fast as you or faster than you, and you just got to be able to want to see who can drive the car the fastest.
Too good.
Yeah, I was gonna say that. Last week you should have had that third. You would be the second most consistent driver, which I kind of count you are, kind of, even though you lagged out, because you had back-to-back. It should have been back-to-back thirds, but internet issues happen. It is what it is. But how'd your car feel? I saw all that go down, and you had a car there. I feel like if you had about another 15, 20 laps, you would have had something for Gorilla, and I don't know, maybe caught up to Trigger there.
Nah, man, I got a little lucky. Started finding the line towards the end of it. Car finally started feeling better towards the end of it, but I mean, like you guys are saying, it comes down to consistency, and Vanilla's definitely going to be kept in consistency this year. And man, it's just going to come down to who can be the most consistent. I think that comes down to every form of racing. But I will say I had nothing for Trigger. That man, he pulled the trigger on the NOS button. We might have to take him to post-race inspection, but nah, he had a great car. So Vanilla, so did everybody that showed up tonight. I mean, it was a fun race. It's always fun to be able to get a good group of guys and be able to put on a show for all the guys that are out here watching our races.
All right,
yeah, for
man.
Sure, and it was a show indeed. I had a blast broadcasting it and everything. It was fun.
Well, we're going to get Trigger in here, or did he leave without comment?
No, he's in here.
Trigger, you got a copy there, man. Well, our race winner here, you look fast early on, and our good man Too Good right here picked you early on to say not so fast on Gorilla's run in his heat. Told me you were mighty fast, and you did not disappoint. Tell us about your run out there. Was the bottom from that tire that was down low, who hit that? Do you happen to know? Okay. I was just making sure, because there was a tire standing up over there in 3 and 4. I didn't know if that was the demise of Vanilla or not. But you made the bottom work, man. You're about the only driver that I've really seen that was down there that was willing to get up alongside cars and actually make a pass. Too Good, you got anything for him?
I ain't got no questions. I just I noticed the bottom. I was calling out the bottom the whole time that it had a potential to be fast. We saw Heat 2 with Vanilla. We saw him take off on the high side, so we were starting to think that the high side was going to be the way to go, and you came out there and showed us that the bottom was the dominant way to go. And on board on your car, I noticed a lot of throttle control. I feel like you had the best throttle control out of the field, and that's probably why that bottom worked. You could really tell you've ran that track a lot. I just want to say congratulations on the win. Look forward to seeing you next week.
All right, buddy. Well, congratulations on the win for tonight here at Texas Motor Speedway. Your race winner and Kill Switch Dirt Series on the World of Outlaws, Trigger. Y'all take care. We're going to have a wonderful night next week. Where are we racing at again? One more time?
Cedar Lake.
All right, guys. We'll see y'all there. Y'all take care and have a wonderful weekend, everyone.
You gonna post the link again?
Yeah. Yeah, we'll post the link. We'll got the audio fixed.